Okay, hi everybody, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, for the foreseeable future, I will just be doing general card readings for the channel. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to further support the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does help the growth and development of the channel. Okay, so now let's get into your reading. Hi Capricorn, what's up? Okay, so welcome to the channel. This is Naveen Ferguson. So I'm making some changes to the readings, the general readings moving forward. This is just a preliminary change because I have invested into a couple more decks, and I'm going to be changing certain things up. I won't spoil the surprise. Yeah, but I think my primary cards need to take a break and retire just because they're getting kind of worn and shuffling is getting a certain way. And I also wanted to bring in another aspect of my reading. So there's a particular deck that I also ordered. So yeah, and I'm changing certain things up. Also, I'm looking to, with the angel messages, I'm going to probably do 4 this time. That might change depending on the new structure that when the new decks come in. This Light Seers deck right here might be my primary, or it could still be my clarifier. I'm still trying to figure that out after everything is said and done. Also, I am considering very strongly bringing back the personal readings. So I have to see how my life is going and if I could even manage that. And also I have an idea how to do it, which would make it easier if I decide to implement it. But anyway, I just want to let you know that. So this reading is a general card reading for Capricorn for the time frame of for June the what? June the 18th. For June the 23rd. Yes, this is for Capricorn, June the 23rd to July the 18th of 2025. Okay, let's see what is happening for you, Capricorn. And we have the Queen of Wands. Awesome. So Capricorn, you're definitely in your power, I will say. You're moving in a particular relationship or business or work environment or collaboration, or it could be even all of the above. I see some of you, of course, balancing multiple areas in life. It's not without its challenges, is what I'm hearing. It's not without its frustrations. I'm also hearing that. But it's passionate. It's something that you want to succeed in, you want to get through, and you don't want to hold back in. You know that it's taking you to a direction in your life of what you want to do, what you want to be about, what you want to cultivate. You see a lot of worth and merit in it. You're approachable at this time within reason, but your time seems to be a bit, limited. So, you try to maybe have a slight free time here and there, maybe an hour with drinks with friends on the weekend or something like that. But your time is very much taxed right now. I see in certain aspects with the Queen of Wands coming through, sometimes it almost feels like you're totally drained, or like, sometimes the pressures of action or achieving, it weighs on you sometimes. But I don't necessarily, feel it taking away your luster for the long term. You may question sometimes why are you even doing this, but you remind yourself the goal. So in that respect, Capricorn, what's coming through is that you may also be involved in the aspects of what you're doing. You may also be involved in something that you don't necessarily want to do, but it's a part of the puzzle piece. It's a part of the plan of sorts, whereby this is something that you have to do because it assists in you getting to where you want to go. Okay, so yeah, you're wow, Capricorn. This is somewhat complex, but in a certain way. But at the same time, it's in this package of these are just the things I need to do in which to pursue my passions, in which to pursue my dreams. They are aspects to facilitate the main agenda. Okay, so that's what's happening here. So, and I can relate to that in certain respects as well. I'm sure many people can relate to that, whereby sometimes maybe you're doing a job, for example, which you may not want to do, but it pays the bills, while on the other side of your free time, or something like that, or personal planning, you're working on a side business, or you're working on a collaborative project with a different entity or different people, or you're working with family members to do something or whatever to advance yourself. And you just need certain aspects of stability to facilitate the practical aspects of life at this time. And in that combination, it can come across as draining, but you're not allowing it to steal your passions, even though sometimes it really does play on your shoulders, but you like shake it off, and then you just get through this because it's just a part of what I have to do to get to where I want to go. You know what I mean? Wow, that was a lot coming through in the first card. For the clarification, yeah, see, oh my goodness. Literally what I just finished saying. I'm not even gonna say it again like that, but these are the paths that you're considering. And it's like you're right here and you're traveling along this path that's going to go into two paths, and you're trying to figure out what is required. What do you need to do? How do you need to prepare regarding the path that you want? And you realize that if you do not get certain prerequisites or certain investments or certain amount of plan to strategize and think, or get a certain amount of savings together or something like that, it could be the difference between a path that is a bit more smoother than a path that may be a bit more rougher by these mountains. Okay? Further clarification, the universe said take this card. Yeah, Six of Wands. Like I said, it's you see this? Capricorn. Passion, passion, passion. Just wands straight off the bat. Okay? This is you. You're believing in yourself. Okay? You know that you can, and you will. Okay, the Six of Wands is coming through. It's like you're coming from a victory and you're going into victory. You're getting your accolades. You're getting a pat on the back. You're achieving each step. You're achieving. You're climbing. You're striving. You understand? You have a plan of victory. You're moving forward. You're getting it done. You're getting things done, and you're getting those wins along the way. That's further establishing you. You understand? Getting you certain aspects of notoriety, getting that facilitation of cooperation and support. Okay, and again, that could be from your own personal business in the clientele. It's saying, "Great, this is great service, great job. We love what you offer. We love what you do. We're gonna tell more people about it. To expand your business or whatever." This could be at work and saying, "Hey, we're loving what you're doing. We're thinking about you towards that promotion." They could be in that relationship and saying, "You know what? I love how we're going. I love how we're developing. Maybe we should consider becoming more," or something like that. Or the family is liking you and is facilitating a stronger relationship with the family in certain respects, whatever. It could be in that collaborative effort with those side project or side entities, or you know what I mean. And this is definitely also used. So you could be like you could be pursuing a personal certification or degree or something like that. And while you're dealing with the practical aspect of life, like you're achieving, you're moving, you're getting better, you're preparing, you're fitting the next puzzle in the piece of the grand plan so you can move forward. You know what I mean? It's like that. Okay? Absolutely incredible, Capricorn. Let's see what else is happening for the time frame of the reading. Yeah, this makes total sense. The King of Swords. Okay, so this is like the King of Swords, like, especially after this right here, the King of Swords, like, okay, all the pieces are working together. The engine is running as you expect it to be. It's not giving you any problems. Now you're free to plan the next actions, to plan the next strategies, to speak to more lofty ambitions, to get certain agreements together, or to get the certain stages together, to make sure that you know what's going to be coming up next and how to facilitate that. You're free to strategize in those ways, because you don't have to worry about how the foundation is working. You know, the King of Swords, the foundation is secure. It's stable. He doesn't have to worry about it. It's going as he's planned. Things are going according to his expectations and the agreement signed and all the kind of stuff. So he's more free to then plan those next big aspects. You understand? Further clarification. Yeah, my gosh. I just gonna say that. I'm not gonna deliberate it again. But the 10 of the 10 of Wands, okay? Literally, remember when you accomplish in this time frame of the reading, I sense a lot of this happening in the time frame of the reading, so you're getting a lot done. The 10 of Wands, clarifying the King of Swords. This is laying down those burdens, finishing a task. Okay, you don't have to worry about it anymore. The drudgery, the time consuming and starting to like an aspect of your plan, your agenda is done with. So you're free to now move on and then consider the next options and expand and move towards that. Okay, so the first foundations or the next foundation, wherever you are in your life, it's set, it's done with. You're about to lay down these burdens. You're about to accomplish this, so that you can get to the next thing, okay? And the universe is right there supporting you, okay? They're coaxing you on in the best possible way, okay? So you will be laying, like with this victory, you'll be laying this next aspect down, so you can just build and move forward, okay? The universe said take this card for the clarification. Yeah, the devil energy is coming through and saying, listen, you after this win, you may feel like on top of the world is what I'm hearing, okay? And so as well as you should, as well as you should. But you should not procrastinate or slow down is what's coming through. The devil energy is like, I sense a false sense of security of sorts, like kind of taking it easy now a little bit or something like that, procrastinating or something like that, because, and sometimes we all get that after we've done something, we want to take a rest or whatever, and that's all well and good, but don't over rest. Okay, don't be laissez-faire in certain respects. Yes, the engine is working and you're planning other things, but you need to be proactive. Okay, so don't get laissez-faire is what's coming through. Okay, keep forging is what I'm hearing until the grand design is accomplished. Okay, there will be times to rest and certain things like that. Those are, but at this time you are in a pathway of development and growth, and the universe needs you to continue the momentum. Okay, don't get slack in your victories. Okay. Don't over celebrate in your victories. Okay? You have to keep going now. Okay? That's literally the advice coming through in this regard. Okay, so let's see what else is happening in the time frame of the reading. And what's interesting is I sense all of this happening in the time frame of the reading. I don't necessarily, if anything, I sense maybe a week after still some of these things will be going on, but it's relatively in this reading. So this is happening right now in your life. And these are poignant, or is it poignant? Is that the word? Pertinent advisories and supports that the universe is trying to tell you at this time, literally for this reading. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, see what I mean? The 5 of Cups. You do not belabor on certain things that, kind of disagreed with you, disappointed you, or whatever have you, you have these golden cups right there, and in for you to grasp the next stages of things, you can't dwell on the past, dwell on certain mistakes. Yeah, we all make certain aspects of mistakes and all the kind of stuff, but you overcome it clearly, okay? But this is lingering on certain aspects of doubt, of worry because of what you've gone through, or because in certain respects of maybe you could have done something better, or mistrusting the wrong people or something like that. This is a certain doubt that sometimes springs up, and I sense it springs up even in your victories, okay? And that's normal. Sometimes that happens to the best of us. Your life could be going in the best possible direction or a better direction, and sometimes you rest too long. Okay, don't rest too long. Sometimes you linger, and then you start letting your mind drift back, and then it gives you a false scenario of what's might be happening in your life. Okay, when clearly the evidence is showing that no, you're going forward. Don't sidetrack now. Don't backtrack now. Don't doubt yourself now. Okay, Capricorn, the golden cups are right there waiting for you. Further clarification. Yeah, and it will be handed to you. The Four of Cups. In certain aspects, you might be waiting. These are certain established cups that you have, and you need this next cup of abundance, this next cup of growth, this next cup of prosperity, this next cup of loving investment or help or whatever it is for you, and you don't necessarily know exactly how that might come about. The universe is preparing it. It's going to be bringing it to you. There's a level of patience in here, okay? But at the same time, what's coming through is that don't allow certain fears and doubts to like stop your progression. Continue, like get up, continue the work, because the golden cups are right there, okay? And in your well-doing, the universe will be it will be complementing that energy. Okay, normally this is a like waiting for it to come, okay, but in this sense it's like you're continuing in your well-doing, okay, and eventually maybe some of you signed an agreement, maybe some of you are waiting for a date, or when you made these kind of lofty discussions in the next stages of things when you were planning, and there are certain things that might be involved in that's outside of your control, and there's a waiting game, but you have to just continue doing what you're doing, okay, with these cups right here, because the next cup is coming, okay? But do not allow yourself to fall back, okay? Do not doubt your progression. It's like you've accomplished something, it's great. Okay, here's a good example. If some of you, for example, graduated and got your bachelor's degree, right? Yay, that's a great thing, you know? But then now you put your applications out to find your first job, okay? But now it's outside of your control with that first job. You have the certificate, and it's like a waiting thing, but you have to continue working, you know? You have to continue like on that job or something like that, and then you start to doubt yourself. It's like, did you study all that for nothing? Why isn't anybody calling you back? Or why is it taking so long? Or you know what I mean? But you are accomplished, but yet in the waiting, it's like with things that are outside of your control, it kind of makes you feel like you're doubting yourself. Did I waste my time? And you know what I mean? It's like that type of energy. And it's like the universe saying, yeah, no, these cups, they serve their purpose. You know, you get your certificate. There are certain things that you're going to have to wait for, but it's like continue doing, just living and doing your best, because you'll get that next, it's coming. Okay, it's a process of it all. Further clarification. Yeah, the Lovers. So some of you, this could have been an engagement, this could be something in family, this could be in a collaborative effort with varying people, it could definitely be with an institution or whatever, but there is favor, there is a, like, wow, we want this person, or call them in for a next interview, or hey, we love how you do this kind of stuff, we had to really consider you amongst other people, and we really just connect with what you have to offer, and we want you to join the team, or, you know, it could be something like that, you know? So and the dolphins are coming through right here very strongly. It's going to be an aspect of upliftment. It's going to turn your whole world around again in a best positive way. A lot of upliftment, and I sense for some of this as well. You have to uplift yourself, okay? In the midst of this, you have to uplift yourself. Like, hey, you did this, you did that, and it's okay. You're on the right track. Don't doubt yourself. Like, psych yourself up. You know what I mean? Lift yourself up in the process, okay? Because things are going to get every step of the way better. Just do not allow these negative energies to take hold, okay? There is favor in aspects of love and appreciation upon you, okay? My goodness, this is one of the first time the universe told me to take another card on this. Yeah, see, the judgment energy, this is that transformative state. The right time is the right time. It's coming through. This will transform your life, okay? Your old body, your mindset, the way you see that you're going to be rising to a higher elevation in a new body, in a new purpose, okay? Or an advanced purpose, an elevated purpose, okay? So this is the two major arcana. This is like what's happening. So it's just keep doing your wellness, keep doing your well doing, okay? Because the change is gonna come, okay? Don't doubt it. Don't trip yourself up, okay? I right now, me personally, I really connect with this energy because in my life, I've put out certain things to get certain things, and sometimes I just like psych myself. I was like, why haven't I gotten the call yet or something? And I have to keep like, no, you're doing good. Just keep holding on. You're doing good. You know, the interview went well here, or you know, whatever have you. You know what I mean? And or they're saying good things about you over here, and all the, you know. And it's like, even though you see the positives, but it's like your mind kind of like is. You know what? It's a part of trauma. You're trying to get through this trauma, but good things are coming. Okay, Capricorn, you just keep that positive mindset. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, see, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Capricorn, look, the world. Literally after this, and I think that graduation example and searching for your first job and all that kind of stuff and the transformative energy here, I think that's like a perfect example for this. But it's like the world card. It's like, this is showing that you've graduated, you're ready, you are approved, you're going to be invited into this new world, a new life, a new change, everything. Okay, Capricorn, some of you will literally be relocating, traveling, giving a promotion for some of you. If this relationship, this is a yes. Okay, this is starting literally a new life. Okay, this is an accomplishment of the old life in the past. You've covered all the bases, you got everything that was required, and you are prepared for this new life, this new journey. Okay, yes, look, it'll be like a dream. Six of Cups, a dream come true. It'll be like you're just fanciful. It's just like uplifting, just cherry-eyed. And this is definitely someone, if it's a relationship, this is definitely someone who really gets you. Or people, if it's a grouping of sorts, this is people who really understand you, who really connect with you. You feel very comfortable with you and them, and vice versa. Okay, the aspect of like going into your dream job or your dream collaboration, or you finally your actual business is taking off, and it's like, you know, it's like that. Okay, universe said take this card. Great. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Again, I'm hearing this energy. It's very similar. It's not the same, but it's very similar to the vibe I got with the Devil energy with the Four of Pentacles, whereby it's telling me to tell you, stay responsible. Don't allow the wind, and it's a great win, you know, a great accomplishment, finally the next stage, but don't allow the celebrations to make you lose your mind and go crazy and go spending all your money and all this other stuff. You still have to be you still have to be prudent. You still have to be responsible. This is the beginning stages of a new life. You still have to set the next stages of this foundation, okay? So be wise with your time, your money, your relationships, how things are going to go. You know, if it's a relationship for you, for some of you saying yes and all the kind of stuff, you know, don't go crazy when it comes to certain practical aspects. You still have to consider living and time management. And if it's a wedding, you have to consider the practical means. You don't want to have a wedding and then be broke afterwards. You know what I mean? So it's like that. Okay, so still be responsible in your win, in the dreamlike sense of it all. It's great. Okay, but still keep a level head. Okay, this is just super awesome, Capricorn. So yeah, like I said, things are moving up. So it just, it's life. It has those ups and downs. It's just sometimes they're just not fun to go through, but that's just what it is sometimes. But you're gonna get there. You just keep doing what you're doing. So let's see the clarifications. By this time, I just wanted to remind you, please. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please leave messages. I would love to know if the reading is helping you. And really, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you're here, it really does help. Also, I have a Patreon page, and I'm going to try to, like I said earlier, I'm going to try to be revamping certain things as time goes on. I have to see how things go. But that is one of the best ways to help support the growth and development of the channel. There's a $3 tier there. There's a $9.99 tier there. Even if you consider becoming a $3 member, it really does help. Okay, so let's get into your extended. And we have, the Tower energy. We already understand this. It is, you are like the old structure is going off. Its purpose is done, okay, and a new structure is entering into your life. And in aspects of this, it is partly what you have endeavored, and it's also partly forced in a way whereby there's no other choice. This is just how it is. This is the structure of that understanding. And again, I'm pulled back to the example of, like, if you were finishing your university or something like that, whereby, you can't stay in university. There's a time frame for things. So ultimately, the university is going to be finished. You understand? So that structure is done with now, and now you have to move on to adult life. You know what I mean? It's like that type of forced energy. It's not like a negative forced energy. Just what it is. So the structure is completed. So you notice here, and I don't have, because of the technology right now, I don't have time to go back. So you have to revive back and cross-reference. But over here is that achievement understanding and laying down your understandings over here and planning the next things, if you recall. Okay, so the Tower energy, you are going through a major shift. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, and again, with this prudent energy, with this responsible energy, just because you get this win doesn't mean go crazy. Okay, again, with this devil energy down here, you still have to be wise. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, if you have certain loans or certain promises or agreements, okay, you keep them planned towards those aspects. Okay, and it could be in the collaborative energy, like making sure if you're like collaborating the next steps that things are being done fairly. Okay, don't push anything underway, and that could also correspond with the King of Swords energy, those negotiations and stuff like that, to plan those next stages, or like even in your application, stuff like that. Okay, for the clarification, thank you, universe. Yeah, the Strength card. You have to stand your ground within reason, but also be pliable, flexible enough as the Lamb is what's coming through. There's a balancing act happening here. It's the same vibe I'm getting with the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's that restructure. It's that how do I put this? Because it's like you're transitioning from one aspect of your reality into the next. Okay, and it's like in certain aspects you have to stand your ground, but in certain aspects you have to be pliable. Okay, there's a shifting change rate. Oh my gosh, I just noticed. This just came out to my eyes because I said the lamb with the vibe, but then you notice the picture. Part of her is the lion, and the next part is like that human aspect. Okay, so it's like that balance. Okay, you'll know what to use it, but this is just telling you that's what's gonna have to be done. So in certain respect, even if you're collaborating in the next step as you're doing with certain people, or even in the relationship or whatever, you have to be fair to yourself as well as fair to other people, but don't allow certain people to like take advantage of you. You know what I mean? But this new foundation is being established and is definitely for your highest and best good. Okay, so let's see what else is happening. And we have the 2 of Wands. The old aspects of the aspects of what you did is done with, and you're focusing on this next one. Your world is opening up to you even further. Travel is going to be in the midst for some of you, and you're looking out, you're dreaming, you're planning, you're waiting. okay? And again, it falls in right here, just rewind back, cross-reference. It's happening, okay? Just be patient and continue developing, continue focusing on who you are and your planning. My gosh, I literally, the 2 of Wands clarified, but 3 of Wands is like, okay, you're gonna get the call, you're gonna get the whatever, and the offer, you're gonna get the engagement ring or something like that, and the people are gonna want to collaborate with you, and this is you ready. Okay, you're not just dawdling. Okay, you're planning, you're preparing, you're staying prepared. You're doing your what you need to do to stay prepared and ready, because you've already sent out those applications or whatever, and you're waiting for the perfect wave, you're waiting for the perfect time, and when you get it, you're going to be ready to embark and go and expand in your world. Okay, further clarification, yes, Ace of Swords. This is the victory aspect. This is like all your efforts have led to this. Finally, you've won the war. You're ready to go into this new life. You're ready to start. You have the vision, you have the expertise, you have the creative strategy, you have like the balance with the esoteric and the practical and the scientific, whatever the situation is. It is someone who's gone through and learned a lot, and you're ready. Okay, this is victory. Okay, you're ready for those next steps. You're totally prepared, and you're going to be victorious in it. And let's see the ladder cards. Yes, Knight of Pentacles. I love it, especially over here. This is, again, what we're talking about over here, that continued growth, that continued momentum towards success. Establishing even more. Every step of the way, you're getting better, better foundations, finances, health, collaborations, in networking. Everything continues to grow. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles, you're working with a good team, you're working with a good relationship, you provide a quality or a service that is very unique, very appreciative, you're going to get your worth, you're going to get your merit. It's just going to further establish you in the world, in your life. And we have here 8 of Wands, just a lot more work to do, a lot more talking, a lot more communication. We already spoke about that. By the way, if I'm going fast, that's because I'm noticing my time and my resources are just limited. So I need to hurry this up, okay? But I'm giving you the meat, okay? So expect a lot of work, a lot of action. Because of this victory, you're brought on the team, the relationship is started, and you're moving forward with this established, just beautiful, building even more grander and successful life. This is absolutely incredible. So let's quickly go to your angel message, and we have perfect timing, of course, right here. It's gonna happen, like I told you about it over here in the primary. Perfect time. It's gonna happen. You just continue doing your well wishes and your well goodness. And we have right here, not the right time. That means some of you don't try to rush anything. Okay, follow the advice that was coming, because the perfect timing is gonna happen. You just continue doing in your well doing. Okay, and we have don't stop. And we literally said all that, okay? Don't stop. You just continue doing in your well-doing. It's further telling you what the readings already said. And we have within the next few weeks. If you wanted the timeline, and I told you, this is like the timeline. Some of you may be even a week after. But listen, it's so close. That's why I told you in the start of this, like, it's in this, it's the time, this is it. Okay, so you just keep doing what you need to do, okay, within the next few weeks. Capricorn, thank you for being here. I wish you the best. Bye.
Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.